All right, y'all. So in this video, I want to talk to you guys about this Bitcoin price. Things are looking very interesting right now. We're pretty bullish overall. I'm going to talk to you guys about some very new things happening right now on Ethereum. We got new standards on Ethereum. Could be interesting. It's already taken off. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Some airdrop, alpha, and a whole lot more. So let's get it. Welcome to Everything Currency. This is a show where we talk about everything crypto and mo. I'm your host Jay, and today, y'all, let's get right into it with this Bitcoin price because we got a lot of news and a lot of alpha to talk about today. So first things first, looking at this Bitcoin chart right here, we are on the weekly. Now this is a little bit messy. Let me pull up a little bit of a better chart. We got this right here on the weekly, this blue line, the 13 moving average. We bounced off it as expected. But it's looking a little bit kind of weary down here. Look like we could be getting a little bit of some, slowdown on this MACD, but ignoring the MACD for right now because these moving average have been giving me everything that I need to see. And when I go and take those off and I add this RSI, things start to look pretty good. So I'm looking for things to get topped out at around 80, and on the RSI we're not quite there yet, so the price could continue higher on this weekly. When I switch to a higher time frame, I see that, hey, the chart just looks like it wants to continue up for some reason. We had a doji last month, which means the price was a little bit undecided, and now we're heading to the upside of this month. We went down a little bit for the first couple of days of this month, but now we are recovering to the upside. Looking at the DXY, which is usually doing the opposite of what Bitcoin is doing, it's like Bitcoin's nemesis right here. It's also going up, getting a little bit of a rejection yesterday. Oh, this is the monthly. Let me go right here. Getting a little bit of a rejection yesterday. We can see that this thing is coming down, so Bitcoin is kind of continuing up. Hey, as long as this goes sideways, it's pretty good. If we see the price of this starts popping over here to 106, we can see the Bitcoin price retesting some of those lower levels, even at this 35k level. So where are people getting this 35k level from? I see it on my chart as well. When I zoom out right here and I look at where my 13 moving average is right now, it is at this 32k level, which will coincide with this trend line right here if we just kind of extend it out. But since the price is already starting to continue up, this moving average will start to continue up, and it should hit right around this level right here. Bam. And when we look at that level, that's around 42, so not quite the 35k level. So I just can't see us hitting that 35k level. If it does hit that 35k level, then that will not be the bottom. If it goes to 35k, mark my words, the bottom's going to be somewhere way lower. We can see it down at 25k or something like that. So 42 is where we need to hold. So shout out to all the bearish people who continue to be wrong, but hold your convictions. Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Don't do that, y'all. Look at what the chart is telling you. Look at what the chart is telling you on the daily. If you go by the daily, so far we see that everything's in an uptrend. We'll change our mind when that changes, and that is okay. That's what you should do. Ethereum right here wants to upgrade itself. It wants to get better, of course. So there's a lot of people who hate on Ethereum. We got the Solana heads who are happy about Solana, which went down for about 5 hours. Like, what? 5 hours?
Are you serious?
Imagine people run actual business on this. You can't go down for 5 hours and think that it's okay. That's why it's not okay to use Solana for anything other than meme coins. But anyways, speaking of that, the gas fees on Ethereum suck too, so we can't really say that Ethereum is like the savior when it comes to that, but they got these updates coming. So the Dinkin upgrade is hoping to help out with that, but actually not really. It is mainly for layer 2 blockchain. It's going to help layer 2 blockchain transactions become cheaper and a little bit faster, and it's going to help them be a lot more It's going to help the efficiency of some of these layer 2 platforms. And you can see that Ethereum is going for this layer 2 infrastructure. It is the base layer. The layer 2s built on top of it is what is going to create not all, but most, not even most, a lot of the value for Ethereum. The layer 2s built on top of it, especially when you get application specific layer 2s, such as people who just want to build like, a game on top of Ethereum, and they have a layer 2 that is just strictly for that game, and then it settles on Ethereum, and they get the security of Ethereum, and then they get all the centralized stuff that they need to run their game. So don't really hate on Ethereum when it comes to the fees too much. There are a lot of layer 2s being built on Ethereum, which is going to drive what Ethereum is. But nonetheless, even when this update comes, it should help with the regular transactions on Ethereum for the fee. So let's hope, keeping our fingers crossed. So if you were here in the 2017 run, then you remember something called Backed. Now, Backed was like, yo, the institutions are coming. The institutions are going to pump our bags. The institutions are going to come into crypto and make us all millionaires. They're backed by Starbucks, which was kind of crazy. Like Starbucks backing a trading thing for Bitcoin is kind of weird, but back touted as Bitcoin savior is now running low on cash. So institutional digital aspects platform unveiled in 2018 amid huge fanfare. Disclosed it might be coming into some concern. They don't have any money. Now, a lot of people in crypto, like, we didn't mess with this. We ended up finding out some insider information like, hey, this might not really be good for Bitcoin. They might trying to do like a Trojan horse kind of thing, which we got to watch out for all institutions and regulators trying to do the Trojan horse kind of thing. But nonetheless, it doesn't make sense when this stuff is self-custodied unless you have like a company. New things also happening on Ethereum is something pretty dope. A little bit more on the funner side of what I was just talking about. We got a new token standard. So introducing ERC 404, a mixture of an ERC 20 token and an ERC 721. It's a mixture of non-fungible tokens with tokens. So we had tokens, then we had non-fungible tokens, and now we have all tokens, whatever. Anyways, pretty interesting. Now, I'm going to talk about this, and I'm going to say something that I say is kind of a saying that I have in crypto, and something that I talk to new people that I mentor about. If you see something in crypto like this and you don't really understand it, it seems kind of weird, it doesn't make sense. Why would you have a token and a non-fungible token together? Dig more deep into it and maybe ape, because these things end up going crazy because it is the first of its kind built on top of something. Now, if you got into this, the price was about $140 when I first discovered it. And Sorry, Telegram, I didn't tell y'all. My bad. But next time I got y'all. So join my Telegram group. But it was at $140 when I first heard about this. And it's very interesting. So you had to buy this token on Uniswap, right? And you had to buy one. And one of them cost like $140. And when you bought it, it minted the ERC 721. So once you bought it, you got these NFTs right here. And then if you sold, say you sold like 0.2 of the token, so say it was $140 and I sold $40 of it, the token would actually, the NFT would actually disappear. You actually had to hold one of these in order to have this. And these things actually went crazy. Price has gone up. Right now the floor price is 1 ETH. Wow. There's only 2 of them at 1 ETH, and then they jump up, start being like 1.5 ETH. These things are going crazy right now. Remember, like I said, I saw them at around $140, reiterating the concept of when things are not understandable in cryptocurrency, it is in your best interest to dive deep into that, learn everything you can about that, and figure out if it's something that you should ape into or not. And when I say ape into, it's because these are risky. This is not financial advice. This is risky degen type stuff. When something like this starts pumping, it could be a life-changing situation, or it can take all of your money. So it's just something to look out for, but the opportunities are definitely out there. They're definitely out there. So this ERC 404 is something that's very interesting. Don't know how long this is going to be a thing for. Don't even know if this is going to be a thing, because you guys know that LSPs and a whole bunch of other different things are coming into the market as well, with, to be honest with you, they're the same type of things, just giving different names and different people doing it. That's why I think a lot of these platforms should just start working together. like we can. So join my free Telegram. Black Panther. So shout out to everybody who listened on this one right here. So Black Panther is a validator, and if you staked your injective or some other tokens, maybe Atom on if you staked some tokens on this validator, now they are having an airdrop, and they're going to be doing some pretty dope things with this airdrop token. So there's going to be 800 million of these. They're going to give 35% back to the ecosystem. They got community incentives. The team gives 15%. They have private sales and a seed around, so they got some money behind it. So governance, staking, and incentive rewards. So it's definitely dope to see that they are doing an airdrop right now to everybody who is deposited to their validators and anybody who is helping build that team. This is something that I'm thinking about getting into for myself and having my own everything currency validator, so you guys can stake on my validators, and I'll probably give you guys the best discount on fees because y'all know I like to hook y'all up. So y'all think positive and positive things will happen. RIP to crypto roots, and remember, never finish a negative statement about currency. Till next time, peace.